After the huge success of the return of Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man No Way Home, and so much buzz in relation to the character returning all year long, no matter what Sony project is coming, and with recent streaming numbers pushing The Amazing Spider-Man 2 to top 10 charts, there are now reports that Sony is actively revising their plan for Spider-Man and reviving the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, possibly with Netflix. Well, first and foremost, I'll say never say never. Sony is working with everybody. They're working with Netflix, they're working with Amazon, they're working with Disney, so it could happen. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 entering the top 10 charts of Netflix film streaming, it's crazy, right? But the film did return after a hiatus. It got a bump from the Kraven belief that he could appear in it. It also got a bump because of Spider-Verse 2 and the upcoming Spider-Man video game, which Spider-Man numbers always go up around these things. A brand new push in the comics, so maybe it's all contributing to it, or maybe there is something to this. What's been rumored, and I want to say rumored by the most dubious of sources, is that there is a deal in place for Sony and Netflix. Now, there might be, but is it for The Amazing Spider-Man 3? I mean, Netflix does like to burn money, so if there's one studio that's going to spend $400 million on a vanity project when they know they're not going to make any money out of it, Netflix is the name of the game. So, I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it's not going to. But the film rights for Spider-Man would go through a really bad turmoil process if this was to happen. Because make no mistake about it, if Sony and Netflix announce a Spider-Man film, then what happens with Sony and Disney deal where they have the exclusive on the Spider-Man film, right? Like, it's a careful line they gotta tiptoe. Now, if it was to be a Netflix original, maybe, but the contract for that would have to be really interesting. So, I'm gonna say that this is all made up BS and a complete rumor, but never discount it. Never discount anything. Even if there's a 1% chance, right? Like, crazier things have happened in entertainment, and who knows? Contract negotiations and all that always change, so maybe there's a chance. Maybe there is.